Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I just want to let you guys know that if you're hearing a little noise and the audio is kind of weird, it's only because I have this nifty little fan and it's on high because it is kind of warm in here with this ring light. But yeah, isn't that cute? And it just plugs into the USB and it actually is pretty good. It works, and it's on high right now, but I think it's gonna vibrate. So I apologize if you hear a little vibration. Hopefully it won't mess up the video today. So yeah. Anyways, and another thing I want to also mention is that you guys may notice what's on this side. I have a little bit of a cold sore, so it kind of sucks. It's healing up. It's almost gone, but yeah. You should have saw me earlier this past week. It was horrible. My lip is like all like swollen. It looked like I had bad Botox. So it was like really bad. Also, I'm also drinking cream soda because here in the South we like our cream soda. And according to the A&W, which is it's all right. It works. And then I just got to eat a bologna sandwich because to me bologna sandwiches are great in the summertime. And if you don't like bologna, that's fine. That's your own thing. But yeah, it's cheap. It's fun. It's easy. Whatever. It fills you up. It does the job. So with that being said, I'm trying to think what else I want to go ahead and cover real quick. Oh yeah. If you are on my other channel, I do still have, according to YouTube, I still have 5 more days of being grounded. So hopefully, and I don't think they've hit any more strikes in any of my videos so far, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so I'm hoping to be back. I'm trying to get comfortable in this chair. Okay. So anyway, so how y'all summer's going? Mine is hot. It's actually here in Texas is really not too terrible. We're almost in the like 100-some degrees weather, but we've been really blessed to be around no more than the 90s. So that's a really good thing. I'm over looking at the temperature on the computer. So right now it's saying it's like 83, which I don't even think that's probably right, but you never know. Anyways, let's see. I'm trying to think what everything else I wanted to mention real quick. Oh yeah, I want to also thank Elusive and Kaijin. Many of you guys have been subscribing to my other channel as well as this one, and I want to tell you guys, I want to thank them both personally if I can. You both are two opposite channels, but also still have the same goals, I guess, and you both have helped me out equally, and I really deeply appreciate it, and I really do. I subscribe to you guys too. I've been a long time watcher of both of your channels, and in fact, I think in Kaijin, I think I am a member, so yeah. But I want to thank you guys for supporting me and helping and spreading the word about me doing this channel, because I can't be on the other channel. So yeah, with that being said, I think I'm going to move this fan because it's like right here in my face. So maybe it won't vibrate so much. But I feel like it's vibrating. I don't know. But anyways, see if I can get this right. Okay, that'll work. So, yeah. So this channel is, if you're new to this channel, it is more of a personal channel, just me to kind of talk about and vent a little bit about life, and talk about things that I'm passionate about, and things that have to do with me personally, and things I deal with on a daily basis, and I'm hoping to maybe connect with other people out there that may have, feel like, it's cool to have somebody else out there that, understands. And if anything, just something fun. Yeah, so I think that's it. I mean, as far as the housekeeping goes. So let's get into it. So today I'm going to talk about me. I don't know, kidding, really? Okay, so I'm going to talk about, I'm going to try to make, I don't know how long I'm going to keep this, but we'll see how it goes. Also, oh yeah, one more thing, housekeeping goes. If you see my videos and it looks like I'm wearing the same thing on each video, it's only because I probably recorded it all in one day, and then I just posted them all. So, because sometimes I'll just dedicate one day to just doing all my videos. So if I look like I'm wearing the same thing, it's only because of that, and I'm not going to sit down every day and do a separate video like I have done on my other channel. And because I put more time and effort and energy in the other one, this one is going to be so much less editing, more just relaxing, whatever. So, as you can tell, hair's still a hot mess. I did do a little self care today. I did do. I'm looking at myself so make sure I'm pointing in the right direction because I haven't figured out how to do the left and right yet on the camera. So, bear with me. Um, so I did a little self care today. I figured I needed to do it considering I don't know why and how this cold sore actually popped up. What happened was that earlier this week we were in a car and we packed some snacks, I guess, and I guess save money when you're out driving around. And I ended up, yeah, I was eating some strawberries, and which is the normal strawberries we normally get. Everything's fine, and then a couple hours later, I noticed like my lips started kind of feeling weird, just this little area, just randomly, and I'm like, why do I feel? It's almost numbing, tingly, and I'm like, oh no. And I asked my husband, I said, does my lip look weird? I was like, that looks strange. I said, it feels weird. And I said, am I getting a cold sore or something? Because I've gotten cold sores in the past. Now, let's put away the stigma. Cold sores are different than regular herpes. Okay, it is a type of herpes, but it's not the same as like genital and so forth. It is a viral thing that happens, and it can happen genetically. It can just be predisposed genetically in your system. If you got people in your family that have it, especially if your mother or your father has had it, had a history of them, you most likely could have it too. You can also, if you're female, you can get cold sores around if you have like hormonally, usually around the time of the month, pregnancy, even after childbirth, you can get them. Also, I mean, if you're going through the changes, that can happen. You can get it after being at the dentist when you have braces. That can happen as well as stress. Um, Also, I think if you're low on your B vitamins, I think it's possible. I know if you're low on your B6, particularly, you can get like sores and cracks of your mouth. And I know because I do get them sometimes, and I know I have my V vitamins are not the greatest, but I do take a supplement every now and then, so that kind of helps. But I'm thinking that it may be linked to the B vitamin thing too as well. So also it is contagious the first couple of days of having it. Um, uh, yeah, so I mean, so you kind of have to be careful. But as far as after, once it starts like getting like a scab over it, it usually kind of it's not contagious anymore. You want to try to keep it moisturized, so like Blistex, Carmex, um, even Vaseline will help. Anything to kind of keep it lubricated. I use camphor ink, which is great because it has like menthol in it, and it's kind of helps. The best way to actually help, if you can, and this may seem like sort of sadistic to most people because they get squeamish about it, but me, I'm not because I love the medical field stuff, so it's not so squeamish for me. But I would take like a push pin or a needle of some sort. You only need like the very, very tip of it, and I will take some like rubbing alcohol. I was like, dip it in the rubbing alcohol to kind of sanitize it or whatever it is. And if you ever have cold sore, you look real close, you see little tiny little baby blisters. I would just kind of poke at them just to kind of drain it a little bit, and then I would kind of dab it with like either like a washcloth or something dry to kind of dab it because you don't want it to run because then it can spread. And I'll just kind of dab it, and then I'll turn around and I'll take like a Q-tip and put it with soak it with some rubbing alcohol as well, and I would just kind of roll it around all around the edges. What happens is not only is it like it's killing the germs, but it also creates this wall around the sore, and it keeps it from spreading, going across or going up and down. Because I don't know if you ever had a cold sore. I've had cold sores on top, and they've gone all the way up to my nose area. Especially on my bottom, I really get most of the time I get them on my bottom, and it'll go down here, or I'll get it around my chin, and it's just horrible. I don't mean to flip y'all off, but yeah, and I'll get a little bit on my chin, and so forth. So if you rubbing alcohol will dry it all up. And the quicker you dry it up, the faster the healing goes. And it's crazy. Doctors won't tell you that stuff, but if you do that, it's all it is rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol is cheap. So, and of course, we all try to go find some rubbing alcohol whenever, the pandemic hit and everything, so we all know. So, if you get that, it helps. If you don't have rubbing alcohol, and if you are a woman, and you have maybe like some nail polish remover, that helps too. Just be very, very careful. Do not get it in your mouth because it's toxic. And it may not smell the greatest, and so try to be doing a well ventilated area. But it will help too because usually the acetone actually is like kind of like an alcohol property, so it helps too. I mean, I've used it before, and it also works very well. If you ever get Invitigo, and Invitigo isn't like kind of like a cold sore, but not really. It's more bacterial, and it usually happens on people's chins, like right here, and it spreads. It really spreads. It's not so much as isolating a little area in your mouth. It literally spreads across the chin, and it really, really sucks. And it hits most people in the summer months. Um, so if you use that, it'll work. But usually what I do, like I said, I use the rubbing alcohol on it, and then I put the camphor on it because it has the menthol on it. Actually, it keeps it lubricated as well because it's like an ointment. So, and it kind of stings at first, but then because it gets in there. And I know it's starting to heal because within like a day or so, I only had this for like maybe 3 days. And when typically, if I left it alone, didn't do nothing of it, actually, it would start spreading. So it actually looks pretty decent today. It's not so bad. But when I don't know what happened. Like I said, I had those strawberries and then suddenly we didn't change the brand, and I had strawberries before, and these were washed and clean and everything. So I don't understand why this random time, within an hour or two after having those strawberries, it just, decided to, and then the next day, my whole side from here over was like, it looked like I had a really bad Botox injection. Like, it was like swollen, like that. And I was literally like walking around, and, but, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Um, but, so, such is life. So that was my big thing this past week. I think that also kind of, it doesn't really bother me being on YouTube with the full story because I think it's just one of those things that happens, and a lot of people get ghost stories, they just don't want to admit it. Because it's always frowned upon, and I think we should stop the stigma when it comes to that, because it doesn't mean you're a nasty person. It doesn't mean you did bad things sexually or anything like that. It doesn't mean that you don't take care of your skin or whatever it is. It just means that you either have a genetic disposition or you just by chance, like maybe you scratched yourself, whatever it is, and it just happens. All it takes is just a little bit of dirt or something gets under your skin and just irritated it, and your body just was reacting. Cold sores is just a reaction to bacteria, and it just happens. So, it's no different than having, a canker sore, or if you ever had a sty. Right now, my husband's dealing with that right now. He's got like a sty in his eyeball, and it really, really sucks. But, so yeah. And I told my kid, I said, well, what's going to happen to you? Because we all got something. But anyway, so I just want to mention about that. So, I don't know. Comment down below if you, what are your little home remedies, and what do you do if you ever get cold sores? If you ever had one, if you've never had one, you're blessed, I guess. In a weird way. But you may have other things. Like I said, there's people that never get one, and then suddenly when they get an adult, and later on in life, and then they get one. So it's about, I think I read a statistic, it's like 85% of Americans get them. So yeah, it's a pretty high percentage. So, it is a common thing. Now, some people, it's really, really big, and some people, it gets the top and bottom. They get a bunch of them at one time. That would really suck. So, Also, I mean, there's some people that get it like on the daily, not daily, that's bad, but they get like at least like once a week. And so, I mean, some people have like get it, but they're really, really tiny, and then it goes away. I don't know. I don't really buy Abreva or the Herpincinel or whatever you want to call it because I've tried that stuff. I bought Abreva and it does not work. It doesn't work on me. I put it on there, and that stuff is just like, to me, I'm thinking I'm throwing away money. That's like 20 something dollars. What? King Sulfonique is like $4 or $5. Actually, I think at Walmart, I think you can probably get it cheaper than that. I mean, it's like, and that stuff really works. And just use rubbing alcohol and let it take its course, especially if it's viral. Viral things have to take its course. Nothing else you can do. Now there is treatments like if you get it really a lot and often, you may want to look into it. Ask your doctor. You know, you may can take there's like a pill you can take, and but my thing is with taking pills, there's always going to be side effects. So you gotta make sure and see if it's really worth the side effects versus having a cold sore every now and then and deal with it. So and it's part of growing up. I mean, as adults, you know, we want to shame people about having cold sores, but there's no reason to do that. So, especially if you don't know the person. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't care, you know, if I have one, I have one. If I don't, I don't. So, anyways, so I guess that's all for this video. It's about my cold sores and everything. So let me know down below if you ever had to deal with that. And if you did or you do, you know, I sympathize with you because, yeah. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great day and I hope you guys stay cool. And I will talk to you guys later. And as always, guys, stick around. I'm going to probably do another video here in a minute. So, and I hope you guys like it. And I will see you guys in